You probably think your mornings shape your health, but what if the real damage happens after dark? These are 3 night routine mistakes that could shorten your life. And the truth is, most men over 30 are guilty of at least one of them tonight. You see, it's not the big, dramatic choices that take years off your life. It's the small, nightly ones. The habits that seem harmless until they quietly start rewiring your hormones, your heart, and your sleep. So before you close your eyes tonight, listen closely. Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well today. We all have routines: a cup of tea, scrolling through our phone, maybe catching up on emails before bed. They seem like part of a normal evening, but over time, these quiet little actions can become the difference between a body that ages gracefully and one that breaks down too soon. When you cross your 40s, your body doesn't recover as fast. Hormones slow, metabolism weakens, stress lingers longer. That is why what you do in the last 2 hours of your day matters more than you think. Tonight, we're uncovering 3 common night routine mistakes that could secretly shorten your life. These are things that seem normal, even productive, but behind the scenes, they trigger inflammation, hormonal chaos, and poor recovery. Let's start with one you probably do every single night, without realizing how much damage it's causing. Number 1. Late night screen use. The blue light trap. Imagine this. It's 11:30 p.m. You've brushed your teeth, turned off the lights, and you're lying in bed, but your phone screen still glows in the dark. Maybe you're checking social media, replying to a message, or watching just one more video. Seems harmless, right? But that glowing screen is silently confusing your brain. Here's what happens: the blue light from your phone, TV, or laptop tricks your body into thinking it's still daytime. That single signal shuts down the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone that tells your body it's time to rest and repair. Without enough melatonin, your body can't enter deep sleep. And deep sleep isn't just for feeling rested, it's when your brain clears toxins, your cells repair damage, and your hormones rebalance. When this repair cycle breaks down night after night, your stress hormone cortisol stays high. Over months, that constant cortisol drip leads to weight gain, reduced testosterone, high blood pressure, and accelerated aging. And here's the scary part: even if you think you're sleeping enough hours, your body might still be stuck in a light, shallow state that feels like rest, but isn't. So that harmless habit of scrolling before bed, it's quietly cutting into your recovery and, over time, into your lifespan. Try this tonight. Put your phone away an hour before bed. Let your eyes and mind slow down naturally. You'll sleep deeper and you'll wake up feeling like you actually recharged. Do you use your phone before sleeping? Be honest, comment below, and let's see how many of us are guilty of this. Number 2. Late night heavy meals. The metabolic time bomb. Picture this: it's been a long day. You finish work late, maybe grab dinner around 9:30 p.m., and reward yourself with something hearty. A bowl of pasta, maybe some dessert while watching a show. You tell yourself, it's fine, I'll sleep it off. But what your body's doing in those late hours might surprise you. After 40, your metabolism naturally slows down. Your digestive system doesn't work as efficiently as it did in your 20s. So when you eat heavy meals or sugary treats right before bed, your body is forced into overdrive trying to digest instead of rest. Here's the hidden danger. Late night eating spikes insulin, the hormone that manages your blood sugar. When insulin is high during the night, your body can't burn fat properly. Instead, it stores more of what you ate, especially around your waist and organs. And that's not the only issue. A heavy dinner also pushes your heart to work harder while you sleep. Studies show that late night eating is linked to increased risks of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. But what makes this habit truly dangerous is how it disrupts your body clock, your circadian rhythm. Your organs expect rest at night, not digestion. So when you constantly force them to stay active, your internal timing goes out of sync. The result? Fatigue, inflammation, and, over time, cellular aging. There's a reason many longevity experts recommend finishing your last meal at least 2-3 hours before bed. It's not just about digestion, it's about giving your system time to repair. So what can you do instead? Try eating a lighter dinner, something with lean protein, vegetables, and healthy fats. If you're hungry later, have something small and clean, like a handful of nuts or herbal tea. And remember, going to bed slightly hungry is far better than going to bed full. Because every time you sleep on a heavy stomach, your body sacrifices restoration for digestion. It's not an instant effect, but over years, those small nightly choices shape your waistline, your heart, and your lifespan. So the next time you feel like grabbing dessert at 11 p.m., ask yourself, is this moment of comfort worth the long-term cost? Do you usually eat dinner late at night? Let me know in the comments. I am curious how many of us have this exact habit. Number 3. Skipping wind down time, the silent stress loop. It's 10:45 p.m. You've just finished checking your work email again. One last message turns into 5. You glance at tomorrow's schedule, reply to a few messages, and before you know it, your mind is racing with to-do lists and deadlines. Sound familiar? In today's world, rest has become a luxury. For many men, especially those over 40, there's this constant pressure to stay productive even after hours. But this always-on mindset has a dark side. When you skip a wind-down routine and jump straight from stress to sleep, your nervous system never truly shifts into recovery mode. Your body might be in bed, but your brain is still in the office. Here's what happens. Every time you engage in work-related tasks or stressful thinking late at night, your body releases cortisol, the fight or flight hormone. Cortisol keeps your heart rate up, raises blood pressure, and prevents melatonin from doing its job. So even if you eventually fall asleep, it's not the deep, restorative kind. Your heart, muscles, and brain stay in a subtle state of tension, like a car engine left idling all night. Over weeks and months, this becomes chronic stress, the silent killer. It increases inflammation, accelerates cellular aging, and even shortens telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA that determine how long your cells live. The worst part? You don't feel the damage right away. You just wake up tired, unmotivated, or irritable. You reach for more caffeine. You think it's just part of getting older, but it's not. It's the price of never giving your mind permission to rest. Creating a simple wind-down routine can change everything. Try setting a digital sunset, no emails, no screens, no work talk at least an hour before bed. Replace that with something that signals peace to your nervous system. Dim lights, gentle music, journaling, or even a short walk. This isn't laziness, it's longevity. Every night you calm your stress response, you're lowering inflammation, balancing hormones, and protecting your heart. Remember, your body can't heal if it's still fighting imaginary battles. So tonight, instead of scrolling through your inbox, try asking yourself, what's one thing I can do to actually help my body recover? Do you still check your phone or work emails right before bed? Comment below. I want to know how many of us struggle with this nightly stress trap. Let's take a step back. You've just discovered 3 of the most common night routine mistakes that could quietly shorten your life: staring at screens late into the night, eating heavy meals just before bed, and skipping a calm wind down before sleep. Each one might seem small on its own, but when repeated night after night, they silently chip away at the body's recovery, hormones, and heart health. Most men think longevity comes from supplements or workouts, but the truth is it starts right here, in the quiet hours before sleep. Because that's when your body repairs, resets, and prepares for tomorrow. When you rob it of that time through blue light, late digestion, or constant stress, you're trading years of life for a few moments of comfort or productivity. But the good news is, you can reverse it. Start small. Turn off screens an hour before bed, eat your last meal earlier, and give yourself permission to unwind, not as a luxury, but as an investment in your health. The difference you'll feel in just a few weeks: clearer mornings, better focus, calmer mood, that's your body thanking you for finally giving it what it has been asking for. Because longevity isn't built in the gym or the doctor's office. It's built in the small, quiet choices you make every night before you close your eyes. So tonight, which habit will you change first? Comment below and share which of these 3 surprised you the most. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe for more practical health videos that help you live longer, stronger, and better.